Hey, what's going on, guys? I just got back from a screening of Rogue One and wanted to give you my initial thoughts. This is not going to be an actual review that will be coming later on in the weekend after I see it a few more times, but I just wanted to get my initial thoughts out there and let you guys know what I think. First off, there is no opening crawl, and that was a little disappointing and really jarring. And I think it was a mistake for them to not have an opening crawl. Because the point of an opening crawl is to give exposition and kind of let the audience know what's happening, where this movie takes place in the timeline, kind of set everything up. Instead, you're just kind of thrust in there, and for me, and I'm sure for a lot of you who are huge Star Wars fans, you probably know where this takes place, right before Episode 4, A New Hope, the original Star Wars film. But I can see a lot of confusion from casual moviegoers and people who aren't as invested into the Star Wars lore. They might be a little bit confused, especially initially, until the movie really gets going. And I think that having an opening crawl would have solved a lot of that problem. There are a lot of there is a lot of fan service and callbacks to previous films. A lot of inside jokes, a lot of inside baseball. The more that you are steeped into Star Wars lore, the more that you read the novels, the more that you watch the Clone Wars and Rebels TV shows, the more that you have immersed yourself in Star Wars, the more you're going to get out of it. As a casual moviegoer, you'll still really enjoy it, but there are jokes and nods and references that may go over your head. I do feel like some of the characters could have had stronger character development, as far as the core group of rebels that this movie follows. Jyn Erso, played by Felicity Jones, was really fleshed out, I thought. Donnie Yen's character to a lesser extent, but there's a couple others that really don't have the character development that I would have liked. There you go. The droid K2SO, voiced by Alan Tudyk, was definitely a standout. Definitely brought the humor to the film, and one of my favorite aspects of the movie on this initial viewing. Really doesn't have a memorable score based on the initial viewing. Michael Giacchino's score was fine for the most part, just not memorable. But I had the same complaint with The Force Awakens last year. I thought it was kind of forgettable at first, and I've come to appreciate that score a lot more in subsequent viewings. Hopefully, I'll have the same reaction when I see this one a couple times. Some of the visual effects, particularly in regards to two characters, one who has a larger role and one who has just a brief cameo, were phenomenal. We've seen these visual effects before, used in other movies, but not to the extent that they were used here. I'm not going to get into spoiler territory, I'm not going to go into too much detail, but some of the visual effects were incredible in regards to two characters. Overall, I had a really great time with the movie, but I do need to see it again before I do my actual review and give it a grade. Right now, I'm debating between a 4 and 4.5 out of 5. I'm just not entirely sure where it's going to end up. I'll get the actual review out for you guys this weekend once I'm feeling a little bit better and once I've seen the movie at least 1 or 2 more times. So those are my initial thoughts. Thank you guys so much as always for watching. You can find me online at jeffitosmovieblog.com, on Facebook at jeffitosmovieblog, and on Twitter simply at jeffitosblog. If you like this video, go ahead and click that thumbs up button. That really helps me out a lot. If it's your first time watching one of my videos, please click that subscribe button. That way you don't miss any of my other videos. You guys are the best. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for your support. I really appreciate it. I'm sorry that I have not done a lot of videos lately. I've been under the weather for the past week or so, still not feeling 100%, but I wanted to get my initial thoughts out there. Again, my full review of Rogue One will be coming out later this weekend, probably sometime on Sunday, I'm guessing. Um, but yeah, I just wanted to give my initial thoughts out there. I really, really liked it. I encourage everyone to go see it, especially if you're a huge Star Wars fan. You're gonna love the movie, particularly the third act. Um, Once you get into the third act, it is nonstop enjoyment for hardcore Star Wars fans like myself. It is unbelievable, and I loved every minute of, especially the third act. I enjoyed the rest of the film, but that third act was just phenomenal. The final 5 or 10 minutes were, my jaw hit the floor. I was in shock. I was like, what? Wow. Um, I loved it. I do have a few issues with it that I will get into further in my full review. And again, I'm going to need to see this movie a few more times to fully digest everything that's in there and see if any of my complaints are substantiated or if I'm just, too much in the moment right now. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. Until next time, I will see you at the movies. Bye-bye.